Hello, my YouTube family. This is Grandma Frida. I am retired. I live in Nairobi and sometimes I live in the countryside in Kenya. But today we are taking a small ride within Masii town. Masii is a town within Machakos County. Machakos is one of the 47 counties we have in Kenya, and each county has a headquarter. And within the counties, there are smaller towns such as Masii. There are even smaller towns than Masii, and most of them we call them shopping centers. And this is replicated in most counties in Kenya. Towns like Masii may not necessarily have major shops like the shops or the big names such as supermarkets where we have in the major county towns. It is possible that you may also not get referral hospitals or big schools, but they provide the necessary provisions and the necessary goods and products that societies require. Before we get to our topic today, we had to get into this shop because we were looking for certain construction materials, including some boards. Today we are going to have a short talk or a small talk on retirement as per the focus of this channel. Let's listen as we move around Masii town. We have finished with the purchasing of the construction materials, and we want to go to the market, so we have to go to a different street within Masii town.
I want to buy
Sabuni.
those mixtures.
Oh. You mix yourself ama you want the one that is mixed? As I said, I'm retired, and apart from the many other things that I do, I also enjoy reading books. I create some time for social media because after all, I'm a content creator, so I take my time to watch YouTube and a lot of other social media posts and podcasts just to equip myself with information and to learn what is happening. I also mingle a lot with friends and family, and most of them know that I have a YouTube channel where I talk about retirement, and we've had a few sessions where we have talked about the topic, and that is what I want to talk about today. What has come out strongly is people saying there is nothing like retirement. Yes, people are able to give several countries where they say there is no retirement age and one can work as long as they want. I don't like arguments because everybody has a reason as to why they have a stand on any issue. Some people will say there is no retirement, it's just rewiring oneself. Others will say there is no retirement so long as I'm doing something. Indeed, that's their view. We've just arrived at the market, and before we continue, let me first buy a few items. Kumi ni hizi mbili?
10 ni hii. Hii ndio 10.
Sawa. Asante.
Thank you.
And 10.
This is 10 shillings per bunch. Hii ni 70.
7
We can now go on with our topic on retirement. As a content creator focusing on such a topic as retirement, I have to listen to all the perspectives, and each of them has their reasons as to why they feel the way they feel, and we cannot say otherwise. Personally, I retired from the organization I was serving. I had to give out the title that I had. I had to surrender all the equipment and anything that pertained to that organization and fill a form to show that I am leaving the organization as a retiree. Prior to that, there were many indications the organization used to let me know that at a particular age I was going to retire, and that once in a while would be written the age I have attained on my pay slips. From the time I joined the job market in my early 20s, I started contributing towards my pension as per the organization that I was working with. In some of the organizations, I used to get gratuity. But with my last employer, I was contributing towards a pensions fund. Currently, I get a pension because I contributed towards it. My employer also contributed a percentage towards my pension because they knew that at one point I was going to leave that organization on retirement. The word is retirement. So I don't know whether the contention is on the word retirement or the contention is on the action. In my own belief is that the action is I have retired. I'm retired because I live in Kenya. I have worked within the public service of Kenya, and in these there are laws that pertains to retirement, and especially as regards the age at which I must quit my employment and what happens in terms of pension. So I retired. I don't know what word to substitute with that, and that means going back to correct all the records that are legally given as provisions in the Kenyan law. I retired, and that does not mean that I've actually become inactive. Stating that I'm retired does not make me dead. It doesn't make me inactive. It doesn't make me like I've lost it and I'm completely done. No. As far as I know, the word retirement is there and I am retired, but I'm still active. I can do so many things and I am doing so many things. When I meet anybody and I'm introducing myself, I'll happily tell you that I'm retired, but I do content creation. I work online, jobs that I get through various online platforms, and I enjoy several hobbies, including traveling. I travel a lot within Kenya, and I have put on a different hobby recently. I just learned how to knit online and how to crochet, and I'm currently busy with that kind of work and I enjoy it. I'm retired, and during my retirement, I served on a board as a governor in a government institution. I still look forward to serving on such boards. And of course, in my retirement. I'm retired and I went for a short course on baking and pastry. And I do that in my own time and I enjoy it. I'm retired, but I still have deadlines. I work online and I must hand in what I've been working on when it's required. I'm retired and I do my content creation and ensure that once in a while I must give out the content. I'm retired, but I tour my country. I used to go to some of the places that I go to right now, but I used to do it officially. But now I do it because I feel like visiting those places and I schedule my visits and I go on my budget. I'm retired, but I'm learning new things. I have to budget for the new things that I am putting on board, and I have also to create time for those particular new things that I want to learn about, including reading a lot. Let's see this stretch before we continue. This is from Masi to Kavumbu Road. Kenya is a land of plenty. Kenya is a beautiful country. Hills. I don't know how to set it live, although I hate live, because when you are live you may make a comment at it's seen. It's good when you are alone. This Safaricom mast, Airtel.
How do you differentiate?
The colors,
Yeah.
I guess so.
The others are not red.
I guess so. I don't know. I guess so.
Not as burn.
I'm retired, but I own an office. I don't pay for my office. I've created a small space within my house where I have a desk and the necessary equipment to do my work. And I'm a moving office. I'm able to do everything online wherever I am. In a sense, I'm the CEO. I am the financial controller, the purchasing manager, the logistics officer, the communications officer, the driver, the telephone operator, the tea girl, and any title you have in an office setup. But I don't call myself all those titles. I introduce myself as a retiree. And by the way, I'm proud of my age and I'm happy about it. And that's why my channel is known as Grandma Frida. Grandma is for posterity. I'm not growing younger, I'm growing old. And maybe at one time, if I'll still be alive at 100, I'll change the title to Great Grandma Frida. So, my talk today on retirement has nothing to really vilify anybody. As I said at the beginning, we have a right to take it the way we want. If you don't want to be called a retiree, that is fine. And you have a reasons as to why you don't want to be called a retiree. For me, the word is okay. Address me as retired. I am retired, and that does not mean that I am inactive. I'm very active, doing a lot of things. And even if at one point I'm going to be inactive, why not? I'm growing old. I totally believe that I played my part in this world, and I need the rest that I get. I am my own employer, but once in a while, I just get lazy. I get lazy and decide I'm doing nothing because I'm retired. And that is why sometimes, by the way, I don't post because I realize I have so much on my hands and I do what pleases me. I rest and enjoy my life the way I want to enjoy, but I'm still a retiree. The biggest asset I have learned in my retirement are lessons. Lessons. Balancing between work and relations, family and friends. Never ignore that if you are working. Lesson number 2, skills. What can the tips of your fingers help you to do? Very important. Before we get to the last lesson, let's get back to this video. We are just passing the road. On my left goes to Tawa, and we are headed to our shopping center, some short distance from here. So, the last lesson that I learned in my retirement, ask yourself, in the human realm, who comes first? As for the spirituality, we shall stick on our lanes. These are lessons that I have learned, and since this channel focuses on retirement, I won't give you my views because I have learned my lessons. And when you focus on those 3 lessons, as you prepare for your retirement, as you prepare your financial plan, your medical plan, and all those plans, think about yourself. Think about yourself. Very important. We are in our shopping center. We want to check on some shelves that are being made in one of the shops in this center. It's like a filling station, petrol filling station. Check on this shelf which my friend had made for the house. And this. This is now a typical shopping center in most parts of Kenya. This is where locals from the villages around come to purchase their goods and products. And such shopping centers usually have market days too. We are now in Kavumbu Shopping Center, not very far from home. I told you I'm visiting a friend's place just near here, and this is the nearest shopping center. We've just come from Masi and we are headed home. By the way, Machakos is my first county where I was posted when I finished college. By that time, it used to be known as Machakos district. It was such a big district, and it's so good reconnecting. So much has happened, especially after the devolution, the enactment of the Constitution 2010. When I worked in the then Machakos County, it was so huge. Actually, it stretched all the way up to Mtito and what we have today as Makueni was part of Machakos County. I was a public servant. I enjoyed my work. It involved creating awareness on the various developments that were going on in the district. I must say we were a lucky lot because the government absorbed us immediately after training. Sometimes you could even choose the area you wanted to work and even decline, and you'd still be posted somewhere. I traversed this county, then a district, so much during those days. And even when I changed employment to my last employer, we traveled a lot, both within the country and outside the country. I was able to travel to all the counties in this country. And I'm grateful. That's why I say I am retired. What else can I do apart from concentrating on what I like most and the hobbies that I have chosen? Thank you so much for coming along with us. A circuit. From here, we took the main road to Masi, and we've used another road back home. Thank you so much, and please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Let's talk about retirement and what do you feel about my view on retirement. Let me know in the comment section. Bye-bye.